Early on in the night, Democratic Congressman Al Green was escorted out of the chamber after holding up a sign that read, quote, "Black people aren't apes," referencing that racist video Trump posted on social media earlier this month about Barack and Michelle Obama.
Let me just close my laptop. When the president of the United States during the State of the Union address, before he said the racist thing about Somali Americans, and again, kudos to Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who did not sit silently while that happened. He was talking about corruption, and he said the greatest example of corruption is, and he paused, I'm like, he about to say in his White House. And he said in Minnesota, he wants immigrants in this country. He wants people of color in this country. 2 years ago, it was cats and dogs and the Haitians. And now it's Somali Americans. It's going to be immigrants and people coming across the border, and Mexicans and Venezuelans. It's black people. It's everyone. And he wants to make all of us the scapegoat for the issues in America instead of just taking responsibility for the fact that he didn't fix it on day one. You want to demonize people of color in this country and make them the reason. We are the reason that all these problems are happening. And some people are just not going to buy that.
There was a line in his early section about immigration that I don't think has been given enough attention, which is he said, well, we'll always want immigrants who come here legally. It was almost like
I heard that.
Yes. Well, first of all, the man does not understand how immigration works, because if he understood how immigration works, then he would understand that seeking asylum is, in fact, a legal path to coming into this country, and that a lot of the people, Michael, that he spent the night dinging, in fact, did attempt to come here through a legal path. It is a distinction without a difference.
Presumably that was his wife, but, you know, I guess that's another conversation. Look, but that's the thing. Tonight, that part of this conversation, this speech for me, was leveling up old tropes about immigrants and creating fears in white America, because he did not want to deal with what his administration did in the killing of 2 American citizens in Minnesota. He never mentioned their names. Did he talk about ICE? Did he really kind of get into what they're doing? No. Can't, because the polls are telling him you don't want to talk about this.
Well, that didn't stop him from talking about tariffs, which the polls also told him not to.
Come on, everybody got a standing ovation on his cabinet, but Kristi Noem.
But here's the thing: that piece that's stuck in his brain. That's his raison d'etre. That's his whole storyline. I know I went a little French on y'all up here at 1 something in the morning. But the reality of it is, he wanted to bring up the fear that Americans have about others. And that's why he went through talking about what immigrants did to all of these American citizens. So he had a strategy to deal with the thing he didn't want to deal with.